It's unusual that a ballet is a comedy. There's not very many comedic ballets. You know, we all know that all the tragedies and the fairy tales, Sleeping Beauty and Swan Lake, but there's very few comedic ballets. Mr. Balanchine did not do very many full-length story ballets. You can count them on one hand. When he choreographed it, I was an original friend of Swanilda. I was actually the one that finds the key to Dr. Coppélia's house. And then I did one of the solos in the third act, and I eventually danced the lead, Swanilda.
I actually remember her coming to my studio, and she danced the Sugar Plum Fairy, and I was the little angel. She's just a very great ballerina, and now is a very great coach.
Helgi and I were colleagues in New York City Ballet. I actually had the good fortune to dance with him a couple of times, which was great, and he was the original Franz. I try, when I'm teaching, let's say we're teaching it to 4 different lead couples here in San Francisco, and each woman, each man, I want to give them a little bit of leeway.
She would give us options of how we could do different things. It wasn't just one way of doing or reacting.
Timing is really important in comedy. Every actor knows it. So in this ballet, in this particular piece, not only the technical part is important, but you also have to develop your side of actor.
Dramatic, you just can do little look and it says a lot. When in this more comedian role, you can actually let it go and show even more. It's not going to be too much.
I mean, Franz is not a prince. He's a town guy who's in love with 2 girls, with Swanilda and Coppélia, but he doesn't know she's a doll.
There's not just sections where it's purely dancing and then pantomime and then dancing. Like, it's all incorporated into one.
Swanilda is a huge role, and she has to be very different in each act.
Very lighthearted, very playful, and a little bit sassy.
The second act, she is portraying the doll. She plays a little trick on Dr. Coppélia's.
And then in Act 3, she's a beautiful bride getting married and being elegant and dancing the Grand Pas de Deux. You're seeing dancers that maybe you're familiar with in other kinds of roles, but in a totally different environment.
Coppélia has a little bit of this sensation when you're starting to love for the first time and you don't know what it's gonna be like. It's one of my beloved ballets.